Payday 3 is a classic revive, as it is the successor to Payday 2 almost exactly a decade later, and it has a lot to offer. And just how much to offer, you ask? Well, that's what I'm going to cue you in on today, as we're going over 5 new features Payday 3 has to offer. So our first new feature in the game is a state in between stealth and going loud. The mission will still be quiet, but there's a phase where guards can start searching for players upon suspicion, despite having not found them yet. This makes it so that you can still salvage an attempt at a quiet mission by working through the search phase successfully. Furthermore, if you fumble the search phase or you graduate by going a little louder, there is one last opportunity to salvage before going completely loud, and that is the negotiation phase. Negotiation phase is a period where you can actually bargain and negotiate with authorities and use different resources at your disposal, such as hostages and other things you can collect throughout heists. While you're wheeling and dealing with the law enforcement, there's an opportunity to leverage your resources while you're bargaining to buy you more time or to make other trade-offs. During this time, law enforcement will not usually breach the premises, and the setup for an escape can be put underway before law enforcement breaks their perimeter. This leads us to our next new feature, which is the hostage mechanic. Although Payday 2 had a hostage feature, this one has custom animations and systematic redesign with the incorporation of negotiations, so the entire feel and function of hostages is going to be a little different than your experience in Payday 2. And that being said, I don't think law enforcement will be too eager to breach the premises guns blazing while you're using a hostage civilian as a meat shield. Now, another new feature that will also likely have a pretty big impact on the way you play is the introduction of the new platform-based accounts on Starbreeze Nebula. This is the developer's way of integrating crossplay for different platforms to play together seamlessly, and additionally allow cross progression so that a single user can move between platforms or systems and retain their progress and pick up where they left off. Not only can you play with your friends on different platforms or consoles, but you yourself can switch to other platforms or consoles with hopefully minimal hassle, and that sounds like a pretty good deal to me. Our last new feature mentioned in this video is the introduction of 2 new heisters added to the lineup of playable characters that are the original Payday gang. The first of these 2 is Joy, your run-of-the-mill, slightly twisted hacker aficionado. She fills the shoes of those who are looking for that niche and love a badass female character. The second new heister in the mix rounds out the duet of 2 new badass female characters, as Pearl is said to be a master con artist boasting much experience as an infiltrator. They each have some awesome looking masks and definitely sound like some legit heisters, and I surely wouldn't question their resume. Nonetheless, that covers all the information being presented in this video. Just keep in mind that it's the first of many, as our Payday 3 journey has just begun and there's lots of ground left to cover. So if you want to see more, surely show your support for this content by subscribing, that way you're tuned in for our next release. And let me know what you think of these new additions to the Payday universe down below. I hope you all enjoyed, because we've got plenty more content on the horizon, so stay tuned. Until then, peace out.